my favorite time. It's time to color. Yay! I have my colored pencils. These are very soft colored pencils. The Derwent Academy. I find I have to sharpen them quite a bit. That's a necessary evil in order to have these really soft pencils that blend easily and give you really rich multi-dimensional colors. So keep your pencil sharpener handy. You're going to need it. For your coloring, I have one request of you. Well, let me back that up. I have a couple of requests of you. One, as much as you can, try to keep it nice and tidy within the lines. I know that takes a little bit of extra time, but it's going to make the piece feel a lot cleaner, more intentional, and it's going to be more pleasant for your viewer. So I always start with a nice sharp pencil. I like to point my pencil at the edge that I'm trying to move up to, and without doing a harsh outline, just kind of lay in that edge, and then I can be a little bit wilder as I go in the interior. So I'll rotate it around so it's easier for me, and I'm going to point my pencil at the edge I'm coming up against, and then I just kind of lightly lay in that border, and then when you're in the interior you can go a little bit wilder. Crazy. Okay, so that was one of my expectations. Let's say that there are three, or one of my wishes for you as you go forward, things to practice, is that you are nice and clean, bringing it up to the edges. The second one is that every shape contains at least one color. So as I'm looking at my lovely orchid here, and I'll try to kind of sneak it in, these leaves, let's try to get a better angle. These leaves have multi-dimensional color in there. There's dark green, there's light green, there's little flecks of yellow. So as I'm going into color, I'm going to challenge myself not just to pick up the first color I think of, but to try to work in some other colors as well. And that's going to give me a more rich and interesting drawing. Okay, so that was the second hope for you. How did I say that? Yeah, expectation seems too demanding. Goal, challenge, there we go. So coloring with at least 2 colors in every section. Challenge yourself. Try to do 3 colors in every section, 4 colors in every section. You do want to make sure your coloring is smooth and intentional, so take your time. Coloring can be such a peaceful activity, such a relaxing, zen kind of moment. Try not to have a time crunch. There's nothing worse than rushed coloring. Let yourself think your thoughts and relax and enjoy the moment. Okay, so that was the second hope, challenge, expectation, is more than one color in each section. And the final one is to fill your background with color, not just leave it empty. It doesn't have to be fully shaded. If you want to take your colored pencil and shade it, that's great. If you want to try one of my favorite tricks, which I believe I've showed you before, but I'll show you again. Let's pick a color. What color should my background be? Let's go purple. You can take a colored pencil and sharpen it. And then these little shavings, I've got some green in there, but that's okay, make a really soft background. You can use a cotton ball if you don't like this feeling on your fingers, but if you're just kind of soft and take your time, you can fill a whole background with something. We just don't want to leave it open. We want it to have a sense of fullness, like there's a world beyond this plant. Another trick that I'll show you briefly is a way to sneak up on those edges. Put a protective paper underneath, like a piece of this newsprint or just a scratch piece of paper, and then you can go all the way to the edges without worrying about getting pencil or colored pencil on your table. All right, so that's your next mission. Add some color to your picture, making sure you fill the background. Have at least 2 colors in every shape and draw nice and clean up to the edges. All right, have fun.